Okay, so the first card that I have out is the Two of Wands reverse, the Ten of Swords, the Emperor, the Queen of Wands, the Three of Swords in the reverse position, the Three of Cups, the Ten of Wands in the reverse position, Justice reverse, the Empress, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so let's move this over a little bit so that you can see the last two. Okay, so one of the main thing is, despite everything that is going around you, you are represented here as, sitting pretty and being very confident, okay? At the same time, you are looking towards you have a future-oriented frame of mind. So you're going to be moving forward with projects, with new ideas, with new relationships, and I do feel that in general, you're going to be able to leave the past behind. It's no longer bothersome to you, and you're not going to give it a lot of your thoughts, and you're not going to be preoccupied or weighed down by things from the past, okay? So moving forward, I do feel that it is a very good energy, so despite everything that is going on. And the way I'm reading this is kind of like a split here. These are things that are from the past, okay? So in the past, there might have been like a project or something that you are very keen on embarking on. It didn't pan out the way you want, okay? And I do feel it is greatly related to work. Maybe there was a work project that you're hoping for, or, starting employment in a different company. And then for some reason that didn't that your skill sets are more suitable for, and as a result you're realizing that whatever this situation is in the past, they might have not paid you enough, or if you had gone forward with it, the pay scale itself is not conducive or is not commensurate to your skill level. So you're able to get a better perspective on this situation, and it sucks that it didn't work out, but it is preparing you for better things, okay? And at the same time, a lot of you might be dealing with a situation. This could be, it's on top of the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups usually indicate to me like a troublesome kind of relationship. It could be work relationships in which more than, it could be like work, it could be partnerships, like romantic partnerships. It could be family situations as well. And what I'm feeling for this in general is that there are too many people involved to make this stable, to make it very exclusive, okay? So what I mean by that is, if it is a work situation in which you're hoping to get a promotion, in which you're hoping to get that other job, there were too many people involved in the decision-making process, and it didn't go the way you anticipated. And at the same time, if it's a relationship, there was, there were like flirtations outside of the relationship, or there are other people meddling in your relationship. There are like hostilities or jealousy, and people just meddling and not letting the relationship stay between two parties, okay? So I hope that makes sense to you. And at the same time, if it is a family situation, and a lot of you might be dealing with, disappointments too from children. Children like not being completely truthful, or you're dealing with people who don't really want to communicate, especially for those who have younger kids in their family. There might be like some troubles with children is what I'm sensing as well. And the way that plays out is that the parents, if you're dealing with children, the parents in the relationships, or if you're a child and you're dealing with this situation from a family, in a family situation, the parents involved are not seeing eye to eye on child rearing practices, okay? So their value systems are very different, so it makes it hard for them to come together as a unit to properly raise the child, okay? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but discipline and reinforcing values, the values and the discipline methods should be consistent, okay? So consistency is very vital for child rearing. So I hope that makes sense to a lot of you, and try to come to terms with what it is that you want to instill in the child, because it's a hard thing to do, raising another human being. So don't be too hard on yourself, okay? I do feel that your heart is in the right place, and you're going to quickly realize, like, the best for this month, especially the first 2 weeks, you're going to come up with a game plan as to how you can better approach those situations in your life, and not in the spirit of reconciliation, but mainly, letting that go so that you know how to move forward, and you have like a better understanding and a better skill set, and as well coping mechanisms in order to move forward in this situation, okay? So aside from that, the way I'm reading this is, in the past, everything was like flowing very smoothly, okay? You've also had to work alongside, like, I'm getting a very like authoritarian figure as well. Like, you've had to work in that situation. If it's a work situation, even if it's romance, the person that you've dealt with seems like they have a lot of control, but I don't feel that they're abusing their control. But coming in for this month, especially for women, especially like women Leos, I feel that you are able to harness a lot of a sense of like coming into your own and your sense of power. So you're feeling very empowered to make decisions for yourself. To like you're coming into like a very masculine sense of empowerment, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I guess what I'm trying to say is that you're leveling out the playing field, okay, for yourself, for other women in your midst who might have felt like kind of diminished in some way. So you are empowering yourself as well as other people to like basically level out the playing field for everybody involved in this situation, okay? So this is a very powerful energy, actually. Underneath it, what you're not aware of is, like, if you're in a workplace and there are definitely situations where people are certain people are getting promoted over others, even though they're not very productive, even though there are there are just like innate inequalities within the work environment, even within the home situation, in which one person is putting in all the work and not getting the proper reward. That information is definitely coming to light, and you are very fair-minded. So you're not going to be happy with this situation, and I do feel that a lot of you will give it your all to try to fix this situation, okay, and to promote more egalitarian values within your work, within your home, within all sectors of your life, because you feel that it's important to be fair, and it's important for people to get the recognition that they deserve based on the hard work that they put in, okay, in all aspects of your life. I do feel that it's kind of like I guess like empowering others to speak up as well, because you are very vocal about it, and the people around you might not have that sense of inner strength in order to do the right thing, okay? So you are empowering other people to like take charge of their lives as well, and to fight for like a cause, a universal cause, rather than being self-absorbed and fearing, job security and things like that. But like speaking up so that you can fix the situation for everybody involved, and for the waves, the new people that might come in, so that this situation doesn't persist, okay? So it's almost like a very humanitarian view of life as well. So I'm actually very glad that you're going through this, because your opposite sign, like I mentioned earlier, is Aquarius, and Aquarius does deal with like more humanitarian values as well. And I feel that this is a month in which all of this will apply in your work environment. So I just want you to be careful that people are fighting for the right things, okay, and not just the people around you are doing it for the right reasons, not just to gain the spotlight or gain the limelight, not just for the recognition, but that they are also truly believe in what it is that they're fighting for, okay? So a lot of it is like people are pretending they're going along with this because they want the spotlight or they want the recognition, but in the end they don't promote or they don't execute plans in order to get this in place, okay? So just be careful with that. For those of you who are dealing with an earth sign too, I do feel some troublesome energy regarding like give and take, regarding compromises. You might like go out of your way to accommodate this person, and the other person is not like reciprocating. Okay, so in that situation, I feel that it's important for you to set clear limits as to how much you're willing to accept from the other person and what you really need from the other person in order to continue this relationship, because I do feel give and take and imbalances are definitely coming into the picture for this month, especially the last 2 weeks. So it's important for you to resolve this once and for all. It seems like it might be an ongoing issue, okay? And then for Leo men in general, what I do feel is there are a lot of women in your midst, okay? For those of you who are in relationships, like who are in stable relationships, make sure, I do feel that the person you're in a relationship with, if it's a fellow fire sign, she is very level-headed, okay, and she's also very intuitive. So if there might be a situation in which you're no longer attracted to the other person in a feminine way because you feel like overpowered by her. So this is mainly Leo men who are dating like another fire sign, especially like a fire sign woman. I do feel that you are feeling a little bit threatened, okay? So just make sure you keep that in check, because you want to be supportive of your partner, okay? And you know, with relationships, we always try to ride things out. When things get rough, both parties need to step up and try to, you know, work through the rough patches, okay? For women in general, Leo women, I do feel that you are very empowered this month. So your partner, your mate, might feel a little bit threatened. If you are dating, let me see the earth signs. If you're dating like a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo, what I do feel is that the other party might be like a little more flirtatious. So just make sure that, you know, sort the situations out, okay? I don't feel that they mean any harm, but they feel like a little bit threatened. There's a little bit of competition as well from other women who are not lacking in the confidence, okay? So I do feel this card here does indicate gossip, and it does indicate like it's a feminine energy. I'm feeling it's a feminine energy, and there could be like jealousies and just hostilities, especially in love relationships, but more so in like all types of relationships, you know, in a place where you might get a lot of recognition and then the other people are like jealous. I know it sounds like almost very petty, but I just want you to be aware that this energy is, don't let it bother you. Don't let it bother you. You are in a good place, okay? And you're like very empowered. I can't stress this enough, okay? So don't let the minor things, don't let the cattiness and hostility get in the way of the things that you really want in your life, and reserve your energy and your invest your emotions in things that are, you know, conducive, in things that are the bigger picture, rather than letting people weigh you down with their pettiness, okay? So don't let that get to you. For those who are single in general, I do feel that there are a lot of the main thing is you're going to be well received, but I do feel that in dating situations, or if you're single and, you know, looking for people to date, the people around you, they do feel a little bit threatened about approaching you. So make sure that you let your guard down, you know, try to approach people on a more emotional level. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't have a single cup in this spread. So what I'm sensing here is that it is important to like so for example, I can only give an example of this, mainly because the cup energies are not present here. So if you're meeting somebody for the first time, okay, ask ask them, like, instead of asking, you know, like what and when and how, or what and when and, you know, like factual things, you can say like, I heard this happen, how do you feel about this? You know, ask them like questions with a little more emotional depth, because that way it feels like you're including them into your life, or you're trying to gauge how they feel on an emotional level. So that makes people more willing to open up. So I hope that makes sense. So you can say like, okay, I heard about the earthquake in Nepal, how do you feel about that? Or something like that, so like shifting from like factual to the emotional. I think like that would be a better way to relate to people this month, and especially to let people to allow people to let their guard down around you. I don't feel that you're going to be, things are going to be problematic, but I feel that it's important to learn different ways to approach other people, okay? And at the same time, so we have 2 swords, 2 wands, okay? And these are both 3 energies, so I just want you to be aware of 3s, okay? The 3 of Pentacles is very stable. 3 of Cups and 3 of Swords are not. So these indicate to me, like pain, also betrayal, and also like too many people involved in something that belongs to 2 people, okay? So too many people involved in general. So I just want you to be aware that I feel that a lot of you might have dealt with this situation in the past. There might be suspicions of this situation surfacing for this month. I just want you to know that you are very intuitive as well, okay? So I know that Leo women, especially Leo men as well, but Leo women, take some time off and really like focus on the qualities that you, if you're in a relationship, focus on the qualities that your mates have that you really admire, okay? Keep that in mind, and don't let this bickering, the small things, get to you, okay? But I do feel in general, because we have like this woman involved as well, and this threesome energy, what I do feel is just, you know who your partner is, okay? And that's all that matters. Deep down, you have a deep understanding of your partner. So make sure that you don't let suspicions and you don't let other things, I guess, like, make you question the intentions and the character of the people that are around you, okay? So I just want you to be careful that there might be, like, situations from the past coloring your present relationships, your present partnerships, your present work situations, and all of that. So don't let this energy affect anything else that is happening for you this month, because the energy itself looks very positive. So make sure you focus on those big picture, those big goals, and don't let your energy like slide into areas that are not conducive for change, that are not conducive for your overall growth, okay? And I hope this makes sense. So again, let me know how this plays out for you, and if you would like a private reading, please shoot me an email at temperatestar@gmail.com. And also, I have a new website up. It is located in the box below this video, okay? So just swing by if you are interested in a private reading. Let me know how this plays out for you. I will be back next week with the weekly reading, so hopefully I can flush out some of this energy and see what else you're dealing with, okay? So thanks so much.